Starting a new lifestyle can definitely be expensive, especially starting a ketogenic lifestyle. So in this video, we're going to give you guys some money saving tips to start off keto the right way. One of the first things that you can do is buy things in bulk. This can be like almond flour or eggs. We would just say though that make sure that you're planning your meals appropriately around buying things in bulk. So you're going to be wanting to use these things a lot in your upcoming weeks or months. So in order to really maximize your savings when buying in bulk, say you buy a huge bag of almond flour, you can actually portion out the almond flour and freeze it to save money. And that's going to last you for years. I have used almond flour that I have found in my freezer like a couple years later and it still was good. Sarah would never do that, but honestly, I could not tell the difference. Is that gross? I don't know.
If you save it, if you freeze it appropriately, I do feel like it can last a long time.
Right.
I just have problems with freezer burn for some reason. So if you have the appropriate stuff to freeze it with, then I think that could be a good viable option for you guys. You could also shop at a bulk warehouse like Costco or Sam's Club. You don't have to buy a membership. You can just go with a friend that has one for you. Like I used my mom's membership until like literally 6 months ago when we decided to get our own. But find a friend, go to brunch with them, keto of course, and then go shopping at Costco.
And one of the ways that you could do that is you could buy those things in bulk and then portion them out so that you share the savings. So the second tip is going to be to buy less expensive cuts of meat. In this community, I would say that there's many people who preach like everything has to be grass-fed, everything has to be, you know, the top quality. And while that's great, if you can't afford it, then don't buy those types of things. You can buy less expensive cuts of meat and save yourself a lot of money. There are cuts of meat that are trendy. And, you know, back 100 years ago, you know what was considered poor people's food? Lobster.
Really?
Yes. I can show some, like a thing where it said that lobsters were like considered poor people food. It got introduced into like the rich restaurants. And so things like short rib or pork belly, these are all things that are now like super trendy. So the prices have gone way up. So some examples of some really great deals that you can get on some cuts of meat are chicken thighs. Chicken thighs are often less expensive than chicken breasts and they can be just as flavorful.
I really enjoy chicken thighs over breasts actually, so that's good for me.
They can be roasted, grilled, or used in a variety of dishes. Pork shoulder is a great one. And if you do that, you can cook it in a slow cooker. You can make carnitas with it. You can make enchiladas with it. You can make stews and soups. Beef chuck is a good option for slow cooking or braising.
Utilizing like a slow cooker or an Instant Pot really helps to tenderize like tougher meats. And that's how you can save money too, is cooking them for longer or under pressure actually creates that nice like tender meat that you're looking for on a budget cut of meat.
Another great one is chicken wings. You can have a variety of different sauces that you can dip in it. Turkey legs and turkey breasts. So these are all just cuts of meat that you can get for like half off. The other thing too is that you can buy these things on sale and then portion them out, take them out when you need them, and you're going to save a lot of money by actually going to the grocery store and doing that legwork and finding things that are on sale that the grocery store is discounting. And that's how our mom used to shop or still does shop. I have been guilty of not ever checking if things were on sale. I'm starting to do that now. But my mom would go to like 3 or 4 different places and she would always be stocked because things are always on sale. You just have to get them and freeze them.
Like I feel like one time I went to our local grocer and they had those pork lines that are pre-marinated. And we like just throwing those in the oven sometimes, really quick meal. They had like buy one, get 2 free.
Really?
We bought 6.
Really?
Yeah, and we froze them and we had them for months afterward. It was such a great deal. So look out for those types of deals and then freeze it.
So next up, we're going to talk about frozen versus fresh vegetables. And this is something that I also was guilty of. For some reason, I always picked fresh over frozen vegetables for years. I don't even know why. I just thought that frozen vegetables were not as good. I realized I was wasting so much money throwing away veggies past their expiration date. I would buy all types of lettuces, green beans, all types of things, and then end up throwing them away because I never got around to cooking them. I remember one day I was shopping and I wanted green beans and they didn't have any fresh, so I ended up buying frozen. And I remember I liked the frozen ones more than the fresh, and they were $1 for a pound of them. And I was paying $3.99 for a pound of fresh green beans, and I said, wow, that's a savings right there. It's like 1/4 of the cost. Plus, having these things, when you buy them on sale, having them in the fridge, it just leads you to make better choices overall. So some of my favorites are green beans. Honestly, I could have green beans every day. I just love them. I just cook them. I put a ton of butter on top. I put some garlic powder. That's it. It's so easy. I usually just boil them in hot water. That's it. Broccoli is a good one. Brussels sprouts.
I really love frozen spinach, frozen kale. I make like cream spinach all the time with that. It's such an easy dish to make and whip up really quickly.
Oh, cauliflower rice is a great one. Some people did say that they get their cauliflower rice from Dollar Tree. So if you have a Dollar Tree or a Dollar General near you, check to see if they have cauliflower rice available for $1 or $1.25 or whatever they're charging now. I know on Amazon, I think that they've raised the price to like $2.19 a bag.
For it used to be $1.99 or something. Okay.
Right. The next idea that we have to save money is to practice intermittent fasting or eating 1 meal a day or even 2 meals a day. Eating 3 separate meals a day plus 2 snacks gets extremely expensive. And if you were to consolidate your meals and eat more at one time, you're definitely going to be saving money if you do this, okay? And so make your meals bigger for that 1 or 2 meals and save money that way. One of the ways that you can save money too is to make meals in bulk, okay? Cooking protein in bulk, making a bunch of chicken breasts or chicken thighs and then using that protein in a bunch of meals definitely saves money throughout the week.
Also, just accepting that you might have to eat the same meal a bunch of times can also help save money because you're not having to create different recipes every single time.
So, well, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll make a bunch of Spanish-style cauliflower rice and I will make enchiladas. Sometimes we'll use pork or sometimes we'll use chicken. And I can make like 8 or 10 or 12 enchiladas at a time. I'll eat that for like 2 days. Soups and stews are great to make in bulk. You can add bulk to them by adding in radishes that kind of act like potatoes. Things like that. Like make bigger quantities of your meals and you'll save money. Our next tip to save money is to go to ethnic food stores. There's Asian supermarkets. There's other supermarkets that you can go to. We have one local to us that sells a variety of different like multicultural cuisines. They don't spend a big budget on advertising. You have to think about the big chains of grocery stores in our area. That's Jewel, Mariano's, all these big Albertsons grocery stores. They're spending a lot of money on advertising, but the small ones, they don't have that money to spend. And so they pass out savings along to you. And you can go there and you can buy really big quantities of vegetables, fruits, meat, and also spices. Spices are a great thing to stock up on when you go to these places. I know there's a place right by Sarah's house where they had like a whole thing of garlic powder for $3.
Wow.
They have cumin and all these things, and they package it there. It looks like it has the grocery store name on top of it. And by going to these ethnic food markets, you are going to save a lot of money. Buying your spices in bulk saves a lot of money rather than going out and buying a little thing of cumin for $4. You can buy a whole 16-ounce container of cumin for that price. Spices make the majority of flavor. You can have chicken and have it taste Indian, have it taste Spanish, have it taste Mexican, but just by the spices that you choose to put on things. So that's a way to save money, is to buy your spices in bulk. And they also have great deals on other produce there too. You're not going to find like a lot of the name brands that, you know, like keto friendly ice cream at these places. The couple that we go to, they don't have things like Halo Top. They don't have things like Rebel ice cream. But that goes along to our next point, which is going to save you money on this ketogenic lifestyle. And that is, don't try every keto product that is coming out. The reason why we tell you guys this is that it can get very expensive to try every keto product that is coming out these days. And the keto is now like a multi-billion-dollar industry, and companies are definitely trying, like spending a lot on research and development. And so trying every new flour, every new pasta, every new sugar,
bread,
every new bread. You know, we always consider ourselves, like, we call it technically keto. We like to try these things once in a while. But if you're trying to save money, then try to stick to whole, nutritious food. Do not go off the deep end trying every new keto product that comes out. These things are very expensive to make. The quality of ingredients is a lot higher. They aren't filled with flour or sugar, which is cheap, or corn syrup and all these things. All the ingredients to make keto products are very expensive. Limit those. Try to buy them when they're on sale. They do go on sale. So if you can keep an eye out for those things, try to buy those things on sale, and you're going to save a lot of money that way. The next thing that we would suggest is to limit how many different keto recipes that you're going to want to try, because buying these ingredients and making it yourself is not that much cheaper than buying them at the store pre-made. All of the flours are expensive. All of the different implements are expensive. And so you can try these things once in a while, sure. But if you're going to be buying something, make sure that you're going to like it. You know, a lot of these keto-friendly sugar substitutes, they don't agree with a lot of people. Some people don't like the taste of erythritol. Some people don't like the taste of stevia. Some people don't like allulose because it doesn't make them feel good. Xylitol is toxic to dogs. Every sugar substitute has its own thing, and they're not cheap. But if you were to like just eat whole nutritious food, you don't have to buy all these extra things, and you can always incorporate them later or add them to the budget. But there is a way to do keto that's like simple, and sometimes simple is the best way to do it. Sarah and I like to try new recipes because we're making content about this. This is like what we're doing, like trying to find new and exciting things to try, fun recipes and stuff like that. But like if you're really trying to save money, try to stick, for the most part, to whole nutritious food and have those things as a treat. That's how we do keto anyway most of the time. If you guys have any money saving tips, please leave them in the comment section below. We would love to hear it. And if you want to see more content by us, click the video on the screen and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins, signing out.